Okay, let's dive right in. If you're a Forex broker, you've probably noticed something, well, something frustrating. You're pouring more and more money into advertising, but the results just aren't matching up. Today, we're going to unpack exactly why that is and talk about a much smarter way. Now, this might sting a little, but it gets right to the point, doesn't it? The old playbook of just throwing more money at ads, well, it's broken. It's time we really question the foundation of that whole strategy.
And here's the tough truth. Pumping more cash into ads doesn't automatically mean you get more quality traders. Actually, a lot of the time, it's doing the exact opposite.
Which brings us to what I call the ad spend trap. It's this really frustrating, super expensive loop that, honestly, most brokers are stuck in without even realizing there's a better way out. And this chart, wow, it says it all. As your ad spend shoots through the roof, the one thing you actually need to get and keep good traders, their trust, is plummeting. It's a perfect storm of diminishing returns.
Let's get into the nitty-gritty. Your cost per click, it's skyrocketing. Your conversion rates, they're falling. And why? Because traders today have become absolute pros at tuning out ads. They skip them, they ignore them, they just don't believe them. So you end up paying a ton of money to attract clients who frankly don't stick around.
So when you boil it all down, you're left with a strategy that's incredibly high cost and generates almost no trust. That's just not a winning formula for growth. But what if there's a totally different way to think about this? This is where we get into a powerful idea. The massive difference between just renting people's attention for a minute and actually owning your reputation for good. Let's put them side by side. Ads are an interruption, right? You are paying to rent someone's attention for a few seconds. The moment you stop paying, poof, it's gone. Public relations, PR, is completely different. It's about attraction. You build a reputation that you own, and that asset works for you 24/7, whether you're spending money that day or not.
And you know what's wild? The reason this works so incredibly well is because almost all your competitors are still stuck in that ad spend trap. They completely overlook PR, which makes it your secret weapon, your massive advantage.
Okay, so let's shift focus to the one place this all matters, inside the mind of your potential trader. This isn't just about getting clicks. It's about building real, genuine credibility. There's this concept called the credibility gap. See, when a trader sees your ad, their brain instantly goes, okay, they're trying to sell me something. The walls go up. But when they see your brokerage featured in a news article or an industry publication, the reaction is the total opposite. Whoa, this must be legit. I love this slide because it simplifies everything. An ad is basically you shouting, trust me. But PR is you showing the world that other people, important people like journalists and experts, already trust you. And that is so much more powerful. So the bottom line is pretty simple. Ads bring you website traffic. PR brings you qualified traders who arrive already believing you're credible. The hard part of the sale is already done before they even get to your site. So you're probably asking, okay, this sounds great, but how does it actually work? Perfect. Let's pull back the curtain on the authority playbook and look at the step-by-step process of how PR brings real traders to your door. It's a really logical flow when you think about it. It all starts when you get featured in the right media outlets. Those features build up your authority. That authority earns you trust. And once you have that trust, you don't have to chase traders anymore. They come looking for you. And you have to think about the modern customer journey. When a trader hears about your brand, what is the very first thing they do? They Google you. That search, right there, that's the real moment of decision. So what do they find in those first few critical seconds? If you've got a great PR strategy, they find articles, media mentions, industry features. They find a whole digital footprint of third-party validation that proves you're the real deal. That's where the conversion actually happens.
And this brings us to the true return on your investment. See, unlike an ad that just vanishes, the ROI from PR is your reputation. And that reputation has a powerful compounding effect over time. It starts small, You get one solid media feature. But that article lives online forever. And it makes getting the next one and the one after that so much easier.
And before you know it, those 10 articles have created a real presence. When people search for you, they see a pattern of credibility. You're not just some random broker anymore, you're an authority.
And when you stick with it over the long run, that authority hardens into market dominance. You become the trusted, go-to choice,
not because you spent the most on ads, but because you built the most trust.
I mean, this slide just nails the final choice you have to make. Ads create noise that fades away the second you stop paying. PR builds a permanent reputation that lasts.
So the main takeaway here is really clear. It's time to shift your focus. Stop chasing that fleeting attention with bigger ad checks and start investing in building real, lasting authority.
And that leaves us with one final question for you to really think about with your own strategy. When you look at what you're doing, are you just making temporary noise, or are you building a permanent reputation that's going to pay dividends for years and years to come? The choice is yours.